Alright, LC heads, we got Luke coming in straight out the box. Homeboy is a firecracker for sure. You know what? You know what? After maybe not the best pulls today, I looked through the characters, and I'll be honest with you, I thought to myself, you know what? I think I got the more interesting character, just because I saw he has some healing built in that he can give to the party. He just does some interesting stuff. He has light damage. Don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. Blonde Cloud Boy is doing crazy damage, like just in the demo level, whatever, he's hitting for 86,000. Like it ain't no thing. That's going to be his damage cap, or probably a little more than that depending on your account. Point being is that's great damage, and from what I've seen from limited play with him, he's double handing, but his little attacks, he swings them like they're a little short sword, and it's like you get this claymore wielding power, and he has like a rogue kit that is very fast to execute. Like you tap your ability and boom, he's throwing it, which means it's hard for enemies to interrupt it, and like he can just throw some damage down. Not the biggest range, I noticed that, but that just doesn't matter. He's got a great hit count, I think, for the whole double handing thing that he's doing. For how many of those 86,000s he can throw up at a time, I thought it was pretty damn cool. At the same time, he has fire element, so he is competing with some heavy effing hands already, right? Now that's the blonde dude. We got the red dude, right? So he's not just like straightforward damage as much. He's very interesting, I think. I went ahead and got his items. Now, I don't think you necessarily need all of them. He gets to bank some extra damage off of extra damage, like the extra damage that he does. He has extra attack up 1 and 2. And if you give him a weapon that's doing, extra light damage, or like the Moria sword, I believe it is, I think that can go a long way on him, because he's already amplifying all of the extra damage abilities that you can put on him, so it seems. I'm going to have to try that out. Switch some gear on him. I haven't had a chance to do much with him, right? But I figured since he's light element, we could take him right into a heart of the temple on Nightmare. He is 60 SC, right? And we'll at least get somewhat of a peek at him, how he's running. The arc that drops, one of the arcs that drops, I think personally for me, it's his arc. And I did manage to get it. It's the one arc I got, so thank goodness for that. That's good, because he needs it. The arc has haste built into it, from what I've noticed. He does not come with haste. But what's interesting about this cat is he has like these little custom setup abilities that you can toggle. Very kind of reminds me of androids, where you go in here and you program their chips or whatever. Well, he has Grass Chamber, Cobalt Chamber, and Carmine Chamber, and these are given you, if you equip all of them, you're just getting the very top bonus, like the skill damage 10% and damage cap 2000. But when other chamber skills are not set, you're getting skill damage 30% from this and damage cap 8,000. So here's your damage cap one. I have the grass one set right now. SCT recovery speed plus 35%. That's going to help him charge his kit faster to throw, right? And I have these two off. His other one, what does it do? Oh, it's crit rate and crit damage. That's cool. It's going to help you survive with the Proud Force builds and stuff. But I just got this thing to like really super haste him, right? He does have some cool stuff going for him. We'll actually, look at all these later. I want to actually run him. I'll show you what I have on him. Time to kick ass. Some basic simple things. I just went for simple light attack rise 2, light critical rise. This is all I managed to teach him in the past, couple hours. Sharp eyes and savage strike, right? And he is berserking. Why not? That S2, I believe, heals him and others. I've only ran him a few times. I can't really tell if it's his S2 healing him, or if that's just the Proud Force kicking in and healing him. So, anybody want to speculate, go ahead. I'm also still a little bit iffy about how his power-up works, because it does say it has different levels, but it doesn't seem that I can get it past level 1. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not going into battles long enough. Obviously, I've only messed around with it a little bit, but it seems pretty easy to turn his ability on. And you're going to add extra light damage, I believe. Let's see. Swordsman of whatever. When using a skill, fill your OL gauge and give the unit the OL gauge buff. So you use a couple skills, you get this buff. Based on the amount of filled OL gauge, max level 1, the OL buff active. Maybe that's why I'm only getting it to level 1, because it's only letting me go to level 1. Then why have other levels? Huh. After the OL buff is active, the OL gauge won't fill. When unit or ally are attribute attacking with a skill/magic, chance to give unit the FOF buff of the attribute. And that is boost chance based on trait level. Hold on. When given FOF buff, deal a powerful extra attack to the attribute with the next skill you use. So it's going to give his skills more of a hit count. It's going to give you extra light damage in his skills, and that light damage is getting augmented by extra attack boost 1 and 2 that he has built in there. That's why I was saying, if you want to throw the sword Morius on him and give his physical attacks another extra holy damage counter to throw in the mix there, that would probably get manipulated by extra attack boost 1 and 2 as well, that he already has built into his kit, I believe. Yeah, he has at least one of them, the second one, extra attack boost 2. He might have both. Regardless, he has some of that built in. That's what his ability is going to do, right? So you're gonna fill this thing up, and then when you're ready, you activate it, and now your skills, your abilities, you know, they have a higher hit count, technically. I don't even know if you want to call it a hit count, but I guess in a way it would be, because you're generating more hits of damage, and they're going to be light element, and they're going to be substantial damage, it says. So, and then we have his swordsmanship style, which is basic, light damage 40%, which is cool, it's just light, and damage cap an extra 12,000. Continuous fort, no haste, he has fortitude, and protection effects. So he has fortitude and protection. He's better against physical damage, and when taking physical attacks, chance to nullify damage taken. So you're going to be able to block out some physical damage. This does not really stack up that well with some of the defensive abilities we've been getting from the characters that have been dropping recently, but it's one of these things where, like, they got to give him something, they got to tack something on there to, like, help keep him alive a little bit, right? And they've given him some damage boost and damage cap in here, and continuous fort and protection, right? And then, like, the second trait is just, like, pretty much just custom, right? He has his own mechanic. I think that's cool, right? And you can go in and you can change his orbs from red to green and blue, or you can have all three of them going at the same time. We covered that. So just off of that, I think he's cool already. He's different, right? I'm sure the other character has a fun mechanic too, and it just opens up a bunch of damage for him. I'll have to see. But what this guy has going specifically in the abilities department, in my opinion, is not only does he have all this cool nifty stuff going for him, but his S2 actually, it's a wide area light combo attack around the unit. Allies within the area recover medium hit points. Oh, it does say excluding units. So that must just be my proud force healing him up from his S2, and he's getting pretty decent healing from it. Rending Trust, the S1, instantly close the gap for medium area light combo attack. I dig that. It does close the gap good. He will move diagonally, and it will close the gap up and down on the screen too. Some abilities don't, so he can charge straight up and down and diagonal with this, at least from what I've seen, so that's really nice. It lets him get in there. Then obviously you can drop the S2, and he's going to do damage all around him. And then the S3, Light Spear Cannon. It's a wide area light combo attack. You are going to want to lead with your S1 to get in there before you drop the S3, because he does have to be within range, and then he just is a hop and a skip away from lunging forward with a sword and doing this crazy S3 combo, right? Now, the special is actually alright. He does seem to do some crazy good light damage with it, right? Deal a light attack to all enemies, then deal a light attack to target enemy. So you're going to do an AoE, and then you're going to target someone, and then followed by powerful light combo attack to all enemies, and then you're going to hit everybody. So it's cool. What his accessory does, his paid accessory, which a sword is going to be much easier to replace than his accessory. I think the accessory's alright because it's going to give his special the ability to crit, and that's going to give him a lot of healing during the damage that he's doing from his special. Also, if you plan to run him with his arc gives him 5% more damage done and 5% less damage taken, I believe, for each time his special gets dropped. So his arc rewards you for dropping his special over and over and over again. You're going to do more damage, right? And his special seems to be fairly powerful. So that's what I'll say about his special. It's nothing to spit at. It's pretty cool. I don't know if the special is going to be able to give you extra... Like, I don't know if it's worth using his special power-up and then dropping his special. I don't know if his special is going to have extra holy damage in it. I'm not sure because it is a skill, but it's also your special. I don't know. I'm still working on that. If anybody has the answer to that, please let me know. Share with the class. I'm sure we'd all like to know. It's just kind of hard to track those extra holy hits of damage, right? So if it does work like that, then obviously you'd want to activate your buff and throw your special, right? Or all of your skills. If it doesn't affect your special, then, I don't know, drop your special as much as you can to buff him up if you have his arc and get his damage, you know, up. And then activate your ability to get more holy damage and start dropping your kit, your S1 through S3, because that's what's going to be augmented by it the most, right? Because as soon as you do that, your S1 through S3 for sure, they have extra hits, extra holy damage hits, you know, in the mix. So from my understanding, and unless I'm wrong, somebody please let me know, because I need to know if I am. The easiest way to use him, but it just kind of looks like that, right? Not a bad character. Let's see, make sure I'm not forgetting anything when using skill. Fill a wall gauge, give unit wall based on the amount of filled OL. Yeah, there's a lot there. So I pretty much just want to get that FOF buff, powerful extra attack of the attribute when the next skill is used. Yeah. Alright, just wanted to make sure. So here we go. I think I've spent enough time looking over the character. Let's see how he actually does. Let's see how these skills perform. Now remember, we're not running a UR arc. We're not running anything to power him up instantly. We're using the haste off of this arc. We have no buffs to throw, nothing but our one life to live. We're just going to charge in their head first, and then we're going to start running. And, like, we can easily die here, especially if they stun us. But, at the same time, these things are actually weak to light, and the ogre only has 50% resistance to light. So this is the preferred element to go in here with. So I can maybe drop the birds and kill them, and then maybe concentrate on the ogre. We'll have to see. Oh, I got an S1 through there. I'm going to have to kite this guy is going to be a glass cannon. There's no doubt about that. Right? Basic attacks, I do have to say, too. You're not going to notice here for sure, because I'm hitting and running. But his basic attacks is like a 3-attack swing. It's pretty damn good from what I've noticed. For like just stun locking mobs, soloing. So decent basic attack, great hit count. Look at him just shredding. That was our S1 that we've been kiting this with. Okay, some units have skills you can't even use in here. If you bring Durin in here, you'll never be able to hit with any combo. You'll get maybe one hit in, and they'll interrupt everything. Even if you try to kite and run and do all this. So there's that. I'm going to attempt to hit with an S3, but it's probably going to get blocked by a spell, but let's see. Oh. And what's cool is, like, I don't know if you just noticed right here, but a lot of characters would have been interrupted right there, I think, because what's cool about this guy, as soon as he does his first swing, it's like you see the big ring on the ground get thrown down. That interrupts everybody, it seems, for a second. It just like throws everybody up in the air for just 1 second, and then he gets to hit with his other hits, which is what you're seeing now. Yeah, so that is pretty cool. We got that one off, and then I think we'll just keep smashing them from here, right? Like, we're actually putting in work on these birds. I forget this is a nightmare. They are weak to light, though. So my S1 and area of effect, my S2. Boom. And the S2, this would be healing everybody. Oh, I was trying to teleport away. Trying to use my S1 to travel away from the bird. But look how quick my health is fading, though. Right? He does have an extra life built in. I think it's only once per wave, though, and I'm sure we've activated it, though. So we got to get cracking on this ogre. We can use our OH limit. Okay, so now we're doing, from my understanding... By the way, this guy does 20% more damage at full health. So he has that built in. That's pretty damn cool. I figure with enough Proud Force I can overcome the damage from Berserk and get best of both worlds, but probably not. So now we have our OL. OL has been activated. We can't be interrupted now. That's what I really like about this guy. I think that is what really gives this guy an edge. When you activate the OL thing, you cannot be interrupted. So he has like a flinch-proof thing built in, and it doesn't say from physical or from magical. So it just says you cannot be interrupted. I have some high hopes for that, and that's what I really like about this character, is the fact that you can turn that on. So we'll look at that if I can remember. If I win, S3. Oh yeah, he's dying. Your glow is not going to be enough, bud. So, yeah, I could have sworn he had... just go over some of the skills that he comes with. I don't have his kit fully unlocked. There's just a couple more things I need to get. So he's going to be even more deadly than this. And he's obviously going to have like 30, 40 more SCs. So, interesting character, right? And remember, he's also going to have support abilities. You know, support healing built in that we're not seeing get used at all here. Okay, so over limit, the OL, when using a skill, can't be interrupted by most attacks. We love that. Give unit OL buff when usable. When OL gauge buff is active, lose OL gauge buff when used. So, like, yeah, as soon as, you know, pretty much as soon as he uses enough of his skills, he can turn this on and be flinch proof. So that's probably what's been helping me against the birds. Maybe shrug off some of those hits and get my skills through. So that is very useful, right? And typically it's not that hard to get this to proc. You throw a couple of your skills, especially if you're running around with super haste, right? Like, I'm taking a damage cut right now. I could have 8,000 more to damage cap and 30% more to damage. Instead, I'm getting 35% SCT recovery speed, and it's enough to get me, like, feed his kit fast enough to actually deal with the birds and the ogre. That's pretty impressive, I would have to say, right? I also think, where's that ability that's giving him... Got a bunch of extra attack boost and extra attack boost too. Nice. 30% more to extra attack damage. The dual wield, the sword mega boost, ultimate boost 3. No wonder the special hits so hard. Combo master 2. Have to get combo master on him. Meteor force, regular attacks with powerful light extra attack damage plus 50%. So that stacks with extra attack damage boost and boost 2, right? And then remember, when he gets more, Yeah, that's right. And then he's going to get that buff from his over limit, and he's going to be doing more extra damage. That's why I'm saying this extra attack boost, I think, goes far on him, because it's amplifying Meteor Force, it's amplifying the over limit effect from the extra damage you get from that, and I think it would also amplify any weapons or equipment that you give him that do hits do extra holy damage or extra hit of whatever damage. That would be multiplied by these extra damage boosts as well, extra attack boosts. If I'm wrong about that, somebody please let me know. Right, but he also, like, Holy Aura, it's 8 SC, it's nice to have for free. Spirit Breath, cool, recovers 3 seconds of SCT when hit point is recovered by an active skill. So what's really cool about this little combo that he has is he actually does have an active skill to heal people with, right? When hit points is recovered by an active skill. So as soon as he uses that and heals people around him, he's recovering hit points with an active skill. I believe, like, his S2 is the whole reason they gave him Spirit Breath, so we're not even seeing him charge his kit off of that because I don't have any allies that I'm running with me to throw heals on. But that should charge his kit up pretty damn fast, and he'd be able to dump, right? We got Light Mega Drive and Light High Drive. Silver Lining at max hit points. Skill damage plus 20%. This is why I'm rethinking the whole Berserk thing on him. I was just trying to eat up some of his SC. And that happened to fit. That happened to be the puzzle piece I needed. So I'm probably going to take Berserk off of him because, you know, taking that damage is going to instantly take your hit points out of 100%, out of max hit points. And you're going to be giving up skill damage plus 20%, which Berserk's only 30%. So maybe would rather just run him at, let's stay at full health, damn it, and just do our extra 20% damage. And I'll see if I can get some of the abilities that increase his strength at full health and stuff like that to really maximize on Silver Lining. This is something you can, like, 20%, it's no joke to build around. It's pretty easy to fulfill with how much crit he already has, and Proud Force, and auto crit, you know. Soldier Mastery, very nice. It's going to help us against snipers. Proud Force built already. Advanced Aim Vitals. They gave us the more expensive one, so we just take Aim Vitals, right? That one costs less, so that's nice. And then Crit Up 3, which is expensive, and they gave it to us for free. They couldn't give us Crit Up 2, though, so they just gave us Crit Up. And, you know, the Heroism and the Fighting Spirit does not go unnoticed. These are high-level, you know, good things, right? And the Overlimit, all in all, you add it all up together, he's a fun, unique character that plays different. He's got some healing built in. He looks like he can still do crazy damage, and I haven't even seen any of his real full potential at all yet because I'm not even running him with a party. So that should definitely make this character perform a little bit better. So I can't wait to start doing all that. But for now, I mean, I'm running him solo just so I can actually look at his hit counts or try to make sense of anything. But I think with this last fight, I think our over limit was putting in some work. Because I was very surprised that we got that S3 off on those birds without getting interrupted. I don't know, maybe it could have just been lucky timing. But all in all, I think this cat's really cool. Right? Now, the other character is probably really dope too. So, I don't know. I'm happy to start with this one for sure. Yeah, he looks like the most interesting one in the bunch so far. The other one that they're about to drop, I'm sure he's killer too. He's going to be on his own banner, of course. But I polled the guild, and people seem to agree that it is, it's the redhead this time around. So, yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know if I missed anything. We have a recall. It's not as good as Sheeta's auto potion or auto heal, and same thing with the chick that we just got, Dee Dee. This is auto heal once per wave. Once per wave, you're going to get to die and revive and fully restore your hit points once per wave. So It's like a mini auto heal. You're going to get to auto heal just like that, but you're only going to get to do it once per wave, right? And then when an ally is incapacitated, physical attack damage cap plus 1,000, max 5,000. So, you know, the more people die around you in your party, the more damage cap you get. Resets each wave. We haven't been getting anything out of that, of course. So, yeah, definitely interesting. It's going to be fun to play. Fun to build. I'm still fishing for that other arc. I'm sure we all are right now. I'm hoping some of these tickets pay off. That's really all I really want is that other arc right now. It does have some good stuff on it that I want. So, wish me luck. I'll wish it right back to you. Right? We're both going to need it. We're all going to need it. But it is good to be back in LC. And the first character that I got, Luke, is definitely a badass. So, I got to say, too, the sprite, his stance, yo, that's totally my sword stance over Blonde Boy. I'm sorry, but Homeboy just looks like he's just got a way better stance. Just IMO, right? And it was cool to get an actual dual wielder, right? Because a lot of the heroes they've been dropping left and right is just like, I'm tired of teaching double-hander, damn it. So we do have a true dual wielder here. I'm going to have to see what other heroes I want to run him with. He is holy damage, right? So we will have to see, but I'm excited already, and I hope you guys are too. I dig the art so far. It's been pretty cool. Let me know what you think. Later.